Hi Virgo, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So this is your June 2018 singles and couples reading. Sorry, I'm having to record this via Movie Maker because it's going to take too long to try and render a video, you know, recording via my camcorder. So I'm doing this. You'll be able to, you can see it properly anyway, I should imagine, via Movie Maker. It just doesn't have all the opening credits and stuff because I really want to get these readings up as soon as possible. So we're going to do, first of all, the couples reading and what's coming in for Virgo couples. So Universe Spirit, what's coming in for Virgo couples? What's coming in for Virgo couples? Show them what's coming in for Virgo couples. What's coming in for Virgo couples in the month of June 2018 in terms of love? I just want to focus on love for Virgo couples. What's coming in for Virgo couples in terms of love in the month of June 2018? Show me. Okay, so I've shuffled there. I'll split in a moment, but I really wanted to get your advice card first, actually. We're using the Romance Angels for your advice card, Virgo. So what we're going to do, we're just going to get the advice. I like doing it this way, see how everything fits in. So we're going to split that deck in a moment. But Universe Spirit, what's the advice you have for Virgos who are in relationships for the month of June 2018? What's the advice that you have for Virgos who are in relationships in the month of June 2018? What's the advice that you have for Virgo couples who are in relationships in the month of June 2018? Show me. It says that you need to have heart-to-heart conversations. It says honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So with your partner, Virgo, you need to have a heart-to-heart conversation because there might be a little bit of miscommunication going on in this relationship of yours with this partner. And that's the only reason a card like that would flip out anyway as the advice card, because it would be telling you, well, if there's miscommunication, if you guys aren't communicating, if there are things that are causing some turbulence in your relationships, then really you need to have a heart-to-heart discussion and really honestly discuss what's going on. So you need to get things clear. We're going to put that to one side and see how it factors into your reading. Now we're going to separate this deck into three, like so. 1, 2, 3. We're going to collect this back up, like so. And let's have a look. So the energy around your relationships, if you're in a relationship with someone, well, it's for couples. So the energy around your relationship is all about the Five of Coins. So the Five of Coins, when it comes to, and this can be a typically difficult card when it comes to love, because this can either mean that you've got support in your life with a loved one. It is the for better or for worse card in the tarot when it comes to love, but it can also mean that there is, I think that this is, because just based on that advice card there, I think it might be with this Five of Coins that one of you might be feeling a little bit blocked out of this relationship, a little bit shut out, I would say, of this relationship in the present situation. So the energy around your love life in the month of June 2018 for you couples is one of you might be feeling a little bit shut out with that Five of Coins. Now what's influencing this is the Three of Coins, and I think that, you know, sometimes threes can mean third parties, but I don't think it's that. I think that one of you is working possibly too hard. Three of Coins is all about working on developments. It's not so much about money, the Three of Coins, it's all about working towards improvements, or this can be, for example, work situation. So it might be what's influencing you guys feeling, one of you feeling blocked, and it might be you, Virgo, because usually when I find coin cards, I find that it's usually an earth sign that's pushing someone else out. It doesn't have to be. One of you is feeling slightly shut out, and it's due to maybe one of you working too hard. Maybe this is something to do with putting work before love. The reason that everything is happening is, we've got another card here, another coin card. The Four of Coins. So when you do tarot, you're looking at the elements of the card. So the Four of Coins, usually when it comes to love, this is somebody who's quite possessive. This can also be somebody who hides secrets with the Four of Coins. This can be somebody who's holding on too tightly. So I think that the reason why the energy around you will be about feeling shut out is because the reason that everything is happening is, I think that somebody with the Four of Coins might be being a little bit selfish here, because Four of Coins can also mean, well, it's mine. It might also be one of you is quite possessive, and as a result of that, it might be that you're finding yourself being shut out. The influence being the Three of Coins energy. I don't think it's a third party or anything, but I certainly feel that maybe one of you is focused very much on your work. Maybe what the reason for that is because somebody feels a little bit too, because this can also be the card about feeling suffocated in a relationship. So one of you might be feeling very suffocated by that Four of Coins energy by the other, and that's why you're experiencing the energies of feeling shut out. Now in the recent past, what you've experienced is the Eight of Cups, and I think that some of you guys have experienced looking at ways to leave behind this emotional instability in the relationship I don't think it's a case of one of you looking to walk away, Virgo, but I certainly feel that this is all about, when you get the Age of Cups, sometimes it is the card about, well, I would like to release this kind of very unstable emotional feeling that I have here. But also this card can be, well, I'm looking to, walk away. But I don't think it's walking away. I actually think that it's about how do we overcome. Because I think in the recent past it's about looking at ways that you overcome the emotional turbulence in the relationship. The most likely outcome for you couples will be, well, there you go, it's love, Ace of Cups. So this is about opening up emotionally, and cup runneth over is the Ace of Cups. The heart is slow. So the most likely outcome will be the Ace of Cups energy. And this is all about expression of feelings. And I do feel that this is why the card showed up here. It's saying you need a heart-to-heart conversation. We'll leave that card there, actually. So this is all about a heart-to-heart conversation that's needed here. And the most likely outcome is the expression of love with this Ace of Cups, because the heart is always open with the Ace of Cups energy. In the immediate future for your love lives, you do have the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man can sometimes mean a change in a relationship, to be perfectly honest with you. Sometimes this can indicate a Pisces individual, and sometimes a hang can mean that somebody's hands are tied or something is stuck in limbo. The external factors for your relationship is the Two of Wands. So I feel that right now, one of you is stuck at a little bit of a crossroads in their life. You've got the Two of Wands showing here. So I think that one of you is stuck at a little bit of a crossroads, and I think, or the relationship, it might be at a little bit of a crossroads here with the Two of Wands energy. And I think as a result of that, but I think it's one of you. I don't think it's per se the relationship. I think one of you is at a crossroads, and that's why you're finding the energies around you are feeling shut out, because I think that the Four of Pentacles is suggesting the root issue is, and I think it's suggesting that whoever it is that's at a crossroads, it might be that this person with the Four of Coins is keeping a lot of stuff very close to their chest here, and as a result of that, the energy in the recent past is, I don't know whether this person's been looking in another direction. Maybe they're keeping something very secret here with the Four of Coins, and it could be about some other direction. Maybe they're not, in the recent past, they've not been focusing so much on the relationship, on the imbalance in the relationship, emotional imbalance. It might be what's influencing this person is their work. So I just get the impression that there's somebody around you who's not been 100% focused on the relationship, Virgo. They've been focused on other things. Because they're showing here as being, I think it's not you. I think this person's being at a crossroads here, and the reason that everything is happening is the Four of Coins. The crossroads might be something to do with money as well, with the Four of Coins energy. So you might find that your partner is at a crossroads, and the reason that everything is happening is because of money. Maybe this person's trying to keep everything together here with the Four of Coins. Maybe this person's trying to keep a roof over their head with the Four of Coins. Or maybe this person's trying to make sure that they've got the stability of a job, or, this is, judging by the money cards, it might be something to do with money or job, potentially. The Four of Coins might also be something to do with a home. But I think that in the recent past, this person has been looking at a way to release some worries here, and they've not been so focused on the relationship. They've been more focused on kind of looking to how they maintain stability and security, but it's usually off the self. So Four of Coins is usually about self-value and the possessions that we hold. So it might be this person might be a little bit of a dilemma here. So the external factors, I think, are showing your partner being probably in a little bit of a dilemma, and the reason that everything is happening is about the Four of Coins. It's about a money situation. It's about maybe this person's possessions. Maybe this person's got some financial worries with that Four of Coins, and they've been looking at a way to resolve that situation with the Eight of Cups energy. And I think that the challenge is the Three of Pentacles. They've been working very hard, which is why you might be feeling that this person hasn't been giving you enough time, Virgo, with this Five of Pentacles. They've been shutting you out, but the most likely outcome is that there is still very much love here with the Ace of Cups. It's just that I think that the partner might be going through some difficulty here in terms of money, work, that type of thing, and it might be that they're working hard, really hard, because it's something to do with trying to save money, for example. Coming in, you do have the Hanged Man. I think that things will be a little bit in limbo here, and influence, this is the immediate future, and influence is coming in will be the Queen of Pentacles. And I would read this as probably you here. So the Queen of Pentacles coming in is all about you being the stalwart of the home, or being the stalwart of the relationship, looking at the resources, looking at the foundation of the relationship, wanting to build this even more with the Queen of Pentacles energy coming in here, Virgo. Hopes, while the fears is the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is all about blockages within the relationship, or feeling a sense of frustration. So I think that because the immediate future shows us maybe things not changing, even though this is a change card, it might be that there are slow moving changes with the Hanged Man. Hanged Man doesn't always have to be slow moving change. If you get it with a A cup card, it can mean somebody's emotions are changing, because this is change. Somebody's emotions they've changed, because this card turns from being upright to, if that makes any sense. Usually people stand upright, but this one person is, you know, on his head. So, but I think that this is immediate future shows some form of waiting time for you guys, in which I think influence is coming in is during this time of just holding out in this relationship. Virgo, for you couples, you are doing a lot of things to create some comfort and some assurity for the partner, being yourselves, being the Queen of Pentacles. I'm reading you, even though it's a Capricorn energy, for the purpose of a general reading, would read it as a Virgo, Capricorn or a Taurus, and I would read this as you. So I think that during this time, you're doing a lot of things around the home, perhaps if you live with your partner, or you're doing, because she's a traditionalist in the tarot, so this person is a very committed lady when she's in a love reading. This person looks at, you know, wants, you know, marriage, or, you know, she's looking after the children, or, you know, she's working hard to put money into the home, or food on the table. You know, she's planting seeds basically, and she's being very resourceful. So I think that influence is coming in, that during this waiting time, Virgo, you guys will be very resourceful in this relationship. And I think that there is, to a certain extent, you know, because the relationship seems to be a little bit up in the air with that Hangman energy, and there's a lot of kind of just waiting around to see what this partner ends up doing. You know, you decide, well, influence is coming, I'm going to be really resourceful in this relationship. Maybe you get the idea that there's something going on with this partner here, and I think that it gives you a chance, influence is coming in, Virgo, to be resourceful in the relationship, to maybe try and put a few things in order, maybe something financial as well. So maybe helping the partner, especially if the partner's at a crossroads in terms of maybe the root issue being about the person's savings or money, or the person's own personal stability. Maybe there's problems going on with the job or something like that, in which this person's not focusing on what's going on in the relationship. They're more focusing on, well, how do I get rid of this fear of what's going on around my stability, personal stability. It's nothing to do with the stability of the relationship. I think it's everything to do with the partner's own stability here. And I think that, you know, this is why you guys feel shut out, because this person's spending so much time at work trying to create this personal stability for themselves, so that they can probably share it in the home. But at the head of everything, there is still love in this relationship. And during that waiting time, you will find ways, or try and find ways, that you can be resourceful in this relationship, perhaps helping this partner to a certain extent. As I said, your fears are the Eight of Swords, blockages, traps, limitations within the relationship with the Eight of Swords energy. The overall outcome for you couples is, there you go, see, Two of Cups. There's still togetherness here, there's still love, there's still very much a connection here, because it comes off the back of this. And the Hangman is to do with stagnation, but you know, the good thing with this is that you, during this time, influence is coming in, is you guys being really resourceful. She's a helper, is the Queen of Pentacles. So she will want to help if the partner's going through any kind of worries about their stability, maybe in terms of work or something like that. The Queen of Pentacles will help, and she's all, well, let me draw up a spreadsheet and see where we can make savings and that type of thing. And the overall outcome is the Two of Cups. There's still very much a loving connection showing up here. Let's see if we can open this up. And this is where, and also this is all about having heart-to-heart conversations, because you're communicating with another person when you're the Two of Cups. So there's still very much a connection as a result of what you do here, Virgo, for you guys who are in a couple. And even though you've got this waiting time, this time of limbo in the relationship, you're not sitting back and, actually I used the wrong word earlier, it's not about waiting with the Hanged Man. This is all about a time of limbo, and in the time of limbo, where there's nothing much happening, maybe you're not going out as much, or you know, enjoying yourselves as much. In this time of limbo, you guys find a way to be resourceful in this relationship. You're not sitting back and waiting for the partner to do everything. You're actually saying, well, let me see what I can do to help my partner, who's obviously at a crossroads, possibly, you know, in their own personal stability. It could be their own personal work, for example. It could be how they earn their money, that type of thing. Let's get some clarified. So why is the Two of Wands, why is Virgo's partner showing as being the Two of Wands? Why is Virgo's partner in the month of June showing as being the Two of Wands? Show me. Because of the King of Wands. So they might be at a little bit of a crossroads, and the crossroads might be to do with, it might be to do with another person. could be a King of Wands, could be a boss, for example, could be a supervisor, for example, but it could be that they're at a crossroads in terms of their motivation in life, their desires, their goals, for example, with that King of Wands, because the King of Wands is always very much goal-orientated card. This could be to do with their work, for example, or something that they want to invest in on a creative level. But I think that or something spiritual. But I think that because the ones are often a spiritual cards. But I don't think it's spiritual because the root issue is about money or possessions here. So I think that the partner might be at a bit of a crossroads concerning maybe, and I think this King of Wands, it could be another individual here with this King of Wands energy. It might be. It might be in terms of maybe a desire or a goal that they've got. I think this is more about a desire or a goal. And it might be that this person's goal is for a change with the death energy showing here. So it might be that here the partner is at a little bit of a crossroads in terms of their desires for change. So their absolute motivation and desire as the King of Wands for a transformation in their life with the Death card. But the reason that everything is happening is because of the Four of Coins. And why is the reason everything is happening because of the Four of Coins? Why is the reason everything is happening for Virgo in this relationship, or the partner, sorry, the Four of Coins? Well, the Page of Wands shows here. So there might be, it might be with the Four of Coins, this is something to do with their stability. Well, it might be the reason that everything is happening. It's to do with something about some news that this person has received. And it's good because the news should be good. Whenever I get a card behind the Page of Wands, I often put a card behind the Page of Wands to see where the news has come from. And it's come from a person, somebody who, it might be it might be an investment maybe, or it might be something to do with gain. So it looks like a good, in a way, because the energies are so good for the partner, maybe this is why you guys are a bit pissy, or maybe this is why you don't know what's going on. It looks like this person, this partner, is putting something that they've heard, something that was really good that the partner's heard before you. It kind of looks like that because the cards are really good. They seem to be at a crossroads concerning their desire, this King of Wands, his or her absolute desire, and he's looking towards that Two of Wands as well for some form of transformation, because the root issue is all about the Four of Coins. So it might be about some money that this person has gained with the Four of Coins energy, and this is about news that they received, and the news should have been good. So maybe this was a lottery win, or this person got some money back from somewhere. I'm getting the impression that maybe a partner received some money from somewhere here, and in the recent past you've experienced the Eight of Cups. And why has but I think this is the partner. Why is the partner showing us experiencing the Eight of Cups in the recent past? And why is the partner showing us experiencing the Eight of Cups in the recent past? Because of the Emperor. So this is all about, this person has been looking towards, I think that this person hasn't been focusing with those Eight Cups on, and now I wouldn't say that there's turbulence within this person's life. I think that this person hasn't been focused on the turbulence, these Eight Cups, and the instability, emotional instability of your relationship. And this is about them trying to gain control. They've been very focused on power, I think, with that Emperor energy. So the Emperor is all about power and authority. So this person looking into the distance, I think the focus in the recent past for the partner has been on gaining some power with the Emperor energy showing here. It could be something to do with children, with the Six of Cups, for example, especially if the partner has been married before or has had a partner before, you know, a partner and they've had children. But it might be gaining some form of power, and this might be to do with something like something to do with children. But the Emperor also, I notice, has its back turned to the Six of Cups as well. It's not looking into the Six of Cups like this. It's got its back turned to it. So this person might be focusing on the future, for example, in the recent past, because the situation is all about them gaining control or building something new, or building some form of security in which they now don't focus so much on the things that have gone from the past, or they're not even, the Six of Cups can also be about relationships, obviously, but it's the connection that you have with someone. So they might not have been focused so much, if it's not children, they might not be so focused on the connection that they've got with you with this Six of Cups. because they're not focusing on the they're not focusing on those 8 cups. You see, the partner isn't. They're not focusing on the emotional imbalance in your relationship, and it's about them seeking power, I think, with this Emperor energy, and this power has taken them away, I think, from the focus of your connection. So I think this person's had some good news. The partner, I think, has had some good news. It might be around some financial gain, and it's almost like right now, because they've gained something really good within their life. I think this person with the 2 of Wands has been at a little bit of a kind of crossroads in terms of, and that crossroads is to do with their desire for some form of transformation, because it seems to me that this person is now, this partner of yours, Virgo, is now in a position where they can make some changes, and it might be that their 4 of Coins isn't a huge money card, but it shows them gaining nevertheless. And I think that whatever they've gained, this 4 of Coins, this money, it's put them in a position now where they can focus on bringing in some changes for themselves. But I think that what's happened here is that they've, and this shows, I think, as them being quite selfish due to, and that selfishness is based on some good news that they've received, a wish being fulfilled, some really good news that they've received. Okay, really good news, some news that they've been waiting on. It's almost like because they've received this good news, they're very self-involved, this partner is, and it says to itself, well, now I've received this good news, now I can focus on making those changes for myself. But in that process, they've not been focusing on you. I think that they've neglected the instability, the emotional instability in terms of the relationship, and this is all about their need to attain some power here, and their need for power has made them less focused on the connection that they've got with you. Now, the challenge that you face this month is this person, and I'm still reading this person as being the 3 of Coins. And why is the challenge the 3 of Coins? Why is the challenge the 3 of Coins in the month of June 2018 for Virgo couples in love? Well, the situation is all about positivity and abundance. Whenever you get this is about confidence and positive changes with that Sun energy. I've got the 4, I didn't know whether to draw this or not, but I've got the 4 of Cups here. And I think that this is more about allowing, I think these positive changes, I think that the challenge is that this person now is working very hard, probably on some form of a project. And this is about the Sun energy showing here. So the Sun is all about confidence. It's all about new beginnings, in which I think with the 4 of Cups energy, this person is being very, I think this person here is being very, very selective. So if I were to pick up both cards, you know, the Sun is all about positive new beginnings and success, in which I think that this person now has neglected. It's almost like this person has neglected what you have to offer with this 4 of Cups. Because this person finds themselves in a, your challenge is the work that they do. And the work that they do, what is the challenge about with the 3 of Coins? But I don't think it's even the work that they do. I think the challenge is developing this relationship and even communicating and doing social things together with that 3 of Coins. Because this is about this new beginning that this partner has here, making them kind of neglect with that 4 of Cups what you have to offer. So it's almost like they've put on the back burner, Virgo, what you have to offer in this relationship, because it's almost like they're very focused on this amazing thing that's come to them, that they've put Virgo's feelings and they've put what Virgo does. So it's almost like you're being neglected by a partner because the partner has had some good news and now they're very focused on themselves because of that good news, but they're not focusing on you, which I don't think is very nice looking at it so far. So I'm seeing a lot of neglect in a way in this reading. And which is why I think the energy for the month is you guys feeling quite neglected with this 5 of Coins. And why is Virgo feeling shut out with the 5 of Coins? Show me. Because of justice. And the justice energy often means that this can be something legal, but I don't think it's legal. I think it's because this person's found their justice. This person's found the reward that they were looking for. Justice is all about having our justice, having our rewards, with the justice energy showing here. So it's almost like you feel neglected with the 5 of Coins because this person, it might be a Libra person that you're dealing with as well with the justice energy, but I think that this person has found their balance. I think that this person is in a place where they're finding that things seem to be flowing quite easily with the justice energy showing here. This person's had justice and a new beginning with the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is all about new beginnings, and justice card says I've found my harmony, I've found my balance, I've found the right place that I need to be, because I've got this new beginning happening here. And I think that this partner has had a new lease of life in which they seem to be neglecting, Virgo, whether you're married to this person or you're just dating them or whatever. It's almost like this person has had something really amazing that's come in, and therefore you, Virgo, have been put on the back burner. Now, the most likely outcome for this relationship is the Ace of Cups. And why is the most likely outcome for this relationship the Ace of Cups? Show me for Virgo. Because Temperance card says that you'll find a way to balance out these energies with the Temperance energy, and you've got the Star. So what this a good combination. The most likely outcome is you've got the expression of feelings, I feel, still here, and I think that you will come to know that this person still loves you. They're still very much in love with you, Virgo, because with the Temperance energy, this is all about the ability that leads to the ability to work through an issue within the Temperance energy energy showing here, bringing, I think, with the Star energy, some major healing qualities to this relationship. Temperance is also a soulmate card, so it's also because this is your soulmate. This is the person with the Star card that you're aligned with, that's destined for you, the person with the both cards that you're meant to be with. Regardless, I just think that this person had something amazing happen and it's thrown them off balance, and so they're more focused on this amazing thing that's happened in their life. I think it might be to do with some money they received, possibly it's to do with a new job, for example, and they're very focused on that, so much so that they seem to have neglected the things that you have to offer within this relationship. Coming in, you've got this Hanged Man. And why is Virgo going to experience the Hanged Man? Coupled up, Virgo is going to experience the Hanged Man in the month of June 2018. Show me. I think that some of you guys might be feeling on your own with the Nine of Pentacles. This is all about you guys. So you guys are feeling a little bit of a loose end here in the immediate future. And it's all to do with you guys spending time on your own with the Nine of Coins energy. And you do have the Hermit as well. You've got two number 9s there. So it's to do with you guys spending time on your own in terms of, you know, and feeling. And this is you, Virgo, as well, the Hermit, which gives you time to, you know, to find that inner reflection, to go through a time of inner seeking, inner guidance. So this is all about spending time on your own with the Nine of Coins. I think that this is all about you guys going through and also the Hermit and the Hanged Man are very similar cards when it talks about taking a step back to gain some inner reflection, to look at the situation from a particular perspective. So I think that you are going through a time of, in the immediate future, you'll go through a time of some form of spiritual change here with the Hanged Man, because this is all about you guys spending time on your own to seek, which allows you to seek that inner reflection with the Hermit energy showing here concerning this relationship. You're going through some form of spiritual transformation, I think, in terms of this relationship, but it's only because you feel that you're on your own and you're forced to do this concerning this relationship, in which influences coming in will be the Queen of Pentacles. And why are the influences coming in for Virgo couples, the Queen of Pentacles in 2 cards? Well, the Two of Coins is showing reverse. That's the first reversal, and I didn't put any reversals in this deck. So this is all about you guys, I think, with the Two of Coins energy, being able to drop the burden. Or, you know, the Two of Coins is all about trying to juggle a situation, or trying to mediate, because sometimes this card represents mediation. But this is no longer about mediation. So you're dropping the need to kind of mediate, or the need to kind of evaluate the situation with the Two of Coins in the reverse, in terms of this relationship with the Lover's energy. I think that you're dropping the need to mediate perhaps how you handle this relationship, and this is why coming in will be the Queen of Pentacles. This is all about just, you know, focusing on, you know, working on the relationship, investing in the relationship with the Queen of Pentacles. You know, if you live with this person, then, you know, going to work, not that, you know, whether you're male or female with this Queen of Pentacles energy, this is your focus. Influence is coming in. It's just about sharing yourself and sharing what you have, and, you know, just putting your time into the relationship with this Queen of Pentacles energy. I wouldn't say that this is about I mean, for some of you guys it might be focus, because the Queen of Pentacles can be in a love reading where the focus is going to be on the self, and it might be. So it might be that, you know, if for some of you guys, if the partner isn't so focused on you, Virgo, then it might be that because you've gone through this time of inner reflection and a change of perspective, it might be that it might be with this Queen of Pentacles, well, influences coming in is that Virgo will start to focus on themselves, their work, you know, their hobbies, what they enjoy doing, rather than focusing on this person to give them what they need. And it might be that you do that, but it could be also for some of you guys, what you try and do with the Queen of Pentacles is say, you know, I'm committed to this relationship, so I'm just going to carry on just doing what I've always done, but it's going to be less about investing emotionally in the partner and more about just trying to build the relationship up from my perspective, from what I do. And this is all about you dropping the need to try and juggle with the Two of Coins to try and mediate the imbalanced energies in this relationship within your within the lover's energy. And I think that, you know, your hopes or your fears are the Eight of Swords. I think that the fears are the Eight of Swords. And why will the fears be the Eight of Swords for coupled up Virgos in the month of June 2018? Because the Magician, and so the Magician is all about somebody in love. Sometimes this person can be a manipulator, or sometimes this can be about having the resources and having the confidence to start manifesting newness into a relationship with that Magician energy. But you do have this Page of Cups showing here. All right, so this is all about manifestation of. So I think that your fears will be that there's going to be a blockage, the Eight of Swords. Either a mental, your fears are, well, you know, how am I going to do this? How am I going to, I'm fearing that I'm not going to be able with this Eight of Swords, or I'm going to, yeah, I'm not going to be able to with this Eight of Swords. My hands are going to be tied. And what's this hand tying about? What's this inability within this relationship? What are you fearing in terms of there being a blockage in this relationship? Well, it's all about manifesting a desire in terms of the ideas that you have with the Page of Cups to this vision that you have. The Page of Cups is the dreamer card of the tarot. So this is all about somebody who has a dream of a relationship. They've got a dream for, you know, this is about the fantasy of the relationship. And in a way, both cards are very much fantasy cards. So the Magician is where you visualize as well. So the Magician is all about visualizing our highest desires and working towards creating that desire with the Magician energy. And the Page of Cups is about having a dream and a desire and a fantasy of what you want this relationship to be. And it might be that you feel your fears are that there are going to be some blockages and those blockages are all to do with the manifestation of a dream in terms of this relationship. So your fear will be, well, what if this relationship cannot move? What if this relationship cannot progress in terms of how I envision this relationship to turn out? But the outcome is going to be the Two of Cups, which is nice. And why is the outcome for Virgos in couples the Two of Cups? Why is the outcome for Virgo couples the Two of Cups in two cards? Well, this is all about loss. So there's a connection here, and I think that you guys are speaking, and the speaking is all to do with loss, feeling sad, feeling disappointment energy. But I think that, you know, this is, even though the Queen of Wands is not your energy, it's not your, some of you might have fire in your side, but if you look at this is about, can you see how the Five of Cups guy is, can you see the tarot interconnection, how the Five of Cups is almost pleading with this Queen of Wands, showing here. And I think the Queen of Wands energy is you. I think that there is going to be a lot of, in the overall outcome, apologies. I think that there, with this, because when you do tarot, you don't just look at the meanings of cards, you look at what the cards look like. Well, what does this card look like? What's it saying to you? And this person here seems to be resenting. So it's almost like this person is pleading for forgiveness from somebody who they see as being, you know, the most attractive and the most beautiful person out there. The person who is, you know, the most life. The Queen of Wands is also a very joyful character. She's very happy. She's very attractive. She's very beautiful. So it's almost like there is the overall outcome seems to be agreement with the Two of Cups and communication. And this is about, you know, asking for forgiveness, I think, with this Five of Cups energy from a queen, from somebody who is, you know, somebody who can stand on their own 2 feet. And I think that this is you guys, Virgo, and that's why now I would probably, with this Queen of Pentacles, read this as you guys who just seem to get on your own path with that with the Queen of Pentacles energy. I think coming in is going to be the focus on the self, in a good way, with the Five of Pentacles, keeping those home fires burning, but also focusing on the things that you need to do, because you're no longer going to be trying to mediate, I think, with the Two of Coins in the reverse, be trying to balance out the energies of this relationship. This is all about you guys no longer giving everything, I think, trying to balance everything out in terms of this relationship. You won't do that with the Two of Coins in the reverse. It's not about dropping the relationship, but it's all about dropping the, you know, being so close, so connected. You can see the lovers are very connected in this particular deck here, within the Ciro Marchetti Gilded Tarot, Virgo. So it's no longer, you know, trying to mediate or trying to uphold or balance this connection. It's more about dropping the connection a little bit, but it's not about dropping the relationship, but just dropping this connection a little bit, because the situation coming in is all about yourself, I think, now. So I would read this as about you guys focusing on yourself and your own progress with this Queen of Pentacles, in your work, in your hobbies, in your health, in all of those areas with the Queen of Pentacles. And this is about you dropping the connection that you've got with this individual, not dropping them, but dropping your need for their love, or the need to show them love all the time, because they're concentrating on what they're doing, but you're concentrating on what you're doing. You decide, you know, after a time of, the Hanged Man, the immediate future, this time where you go through this inner perspective and this reflectiveness, where you say to yourself, you know what, actually, I'm going to be taking a step back with the Hanged Man, and I'm going to start looking at this. I'm going to start changing, and I'm going to start looking at this situation from a different angle. And this is all about you spending time on your own to seek with this Hermit energy, which is Virgo, that inner light, to seek the answers. And those answers will come to you, I think, Virgo, in this relationship, in which, with the Queen of Pentacles energy, you'll say, actually, bingo, I've got it now. What I know I need to do is focus on me and what I'm doing. Get into the gym more, probably, with the Queen of Pentacles energy. Eating right. Maybe changing up my diet a bit. Maybe, you know, focusing on learning something, or focusing more on making money, instead of, because the situation is all about, well, I'm going to start dropping this intense connection that I've got to this person, and probably just put the focus a little bit more on myself. Now, you feel that if you do that, your fears are, well, what if there are still blockages with the Eight of Swords? Okay, what if and this is all about my desires with the Magician, to have the dream fulfilled of the Page of Cups in terms of this relationship. What if after I've done all of this stuff, it still doesn't kind of work? But the outcome shows, well, you've got the connection. There's going to be the connection here. There's still love. There's still a connection with the Two of Cups, but also you guys speaking. And I think this is based on this person who's saying, sorry, I've ignored you, to the Queen of Wands, to the woman. And you can read the Queens very connectively, because the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles can be very busy and very proactive females. So this is all about somebody who's saying sorry to a woman, Queen of Wands, and she would always be a leader, always. She's representative of Leo or Aries. And Queen of Wands types don't tend to need anyone. They can have 100 men on their arm, and they're kind of like, well, I don't need you, but you can come to my bedchamber tonight. But you know what, if you don't, fuck off, because I can get another one. That's the type of lady she is. So this is an energy of yours, I think, Virgo. And this is this person saying, look, I'm really, really sorry for the way that I have ignored this relationship. And they're saying sorry to the Queen of, and look how you stand straight up here as the energy of the Queen of Wands. They're saying sorry to you because with the Queen of Wands energy, you're somebody who's very, very self-sufficient, and this person knows that. So I think that, yes, it is heart-to-heart conversation, and honestly discuss your feelings with each other, and you will do. And because I'm seeing the Two of Cups in the outcome, and I'm seeing the most likely outcome is love here, because there is a way to work through the issues with the Temperance energy, bringing healing and relief to the relationship. And the overall outcome is about you guys talking and connecting, but this is all about this person making the first move and apologizing to the Queen of Wands energy, which is your energy. You're not a Leo or Aries, obviously, Virgo, but they're apologizing to someone who, you know, has kept herself very forthright and has focused on herself and her own skills, her own abilities, and hasn't needed this relationship. Because I think that, you know, this person that you're with, it seems to me that they're very focused on the self in these areas. You know, they're at a bit of a crossroads now. They're focusing on, you know, this is all about their desires, desire for transformation, but it's all about the root issue. They've gained something here with the Four of Coins. Could be money, could be a new job, it could be a new project, but it's usually new money or job or something like that with the Four of Coins. I think that and the situation, they had some good news. the Nine of Cups, about an achievement or about something that they've manifested, or that, you know, a goal has been attained here. There's a lucky break for this individual, and they have been not focused on the imbalances in this relationship, but this is about them being the Emperor and more focusing on their power, so much so that they tend to neglect the Six of Cups, the connection, the love, the relationship that they have with you. And the challenge is that they, the Three of Pentacles, improving and building on this relationship, doing the things that you said you were going to do, socializing with that Three of Coins. And the situation is about the Sun energy. So this new beginning that this person has, in which they start neglecting, because the Sun can burn brightly and can kind of like blur everything out. So I think the Sun is blurring out who you are and what you've been given, so much so that they're so focused on this exciting new thing that they've been given, this partner of yours, that they neglect what you have to give with the Four of Cups. And this is why some of you guys feel very abandoned here, because the situation is all about justice energy. This person who has received balance, an award, a reward in terms of a new beginning that has been proposed to this individual. But the most likely outcome is that there is still love here. Love is still very much on the table with the Ace of Cups. And this is all about working through those issues with the Temperance energy that will bring healing. But also I think that you together, there is a sense of cooperation and collaboration in this relationship. Also Temperance, I think that you guys are soulmates, and then because of your soulmateness, there is a sense of you are destined with this Star energy to be together. This is a chain that is not easily broken between the both of you. Coming in, you guys will be looking at situation from a different angle though, and that is all to do with you guys being on your own and seeking some form of reflection, with the inner reflection with the Hermit energy. And I think from that will come the need to focus on yourselves and drop this connection that you have so much to this person to give you what you need emotionally wise. Your fears will be, well, what if there are still restrictions in this relationship? And that's all about your ideas, your visualizations, the desire to manifest the dreams of the Page of Cups energy in terms of this relationship. But I don't think you have to worry about that, because I'm seeing a heart-to-heart conversation in the outcome, and this is all about this person who is saying sorry to a person now who is showing exactly who they are, what they're made of, and just how strong you actually are in terms of yourself, and that you don't need to rely on this partner to find your happiness or place in the world. So I think, Virgo, for you couples, it's a good one, because you've got heart-to-heart conversations here with a partner in which you are going to be honestly discussing your feelings with each other. I think there are still very much love at the heart of this relationship. It's just that somebody has had, the partner I think has had something amazing come in, and what they've done is they've just neglected Virgo in the process. But I think that they're not understanding that Virgo needs some time as well. But you get your mojo back in it, and this is what makes them think, shit, actually, this person can... So I don't know whether this person does it because they think that they can do it, or they just do it because they're not thinking. But I think that it's all is resolved in the end for you couples. Let's start on the singles reading. Let's just get these cards back in here. Let's see what's coming up, showing here. All right, so okay, so for singles, we're going to get the Romance Angels card again. And I think I might just leave these out. It just makes it easier. I don't have to keep putting them from the box. Alright, so for singles, let's have a look at what your advice is for the month. So Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for single Virgos for the month of June 2018? This is a love reading for single Virgos. What's the advice that you have for single Virgos in the month of June 2018? Show me. It says, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So some of you guys this is either going to be an internal thing that you need to pay attention to for yourself, or it could be that you meet someone and you need to pay attention maybe to their body language, how they come across, the things that they say, that type of thing. Let's have a look at what the reading is saying for you guys, okay? So, Universe Spirit, what is the energies coming in for single Virgos for the month of June 2018? What is the energies coming in for single Virgos in terms of their love lives? For the month of June 2018, what is the energies coming in for single Virgos in the month of June 2018? Show me. Okay, so let's split the deck into three. 1, 2, 3. We're going to collect this back up like so, and let's have a look. So, around you have, well, there is some worry showing up here. You've got a 9 of Swords, okay? So the 9 of Swords is all about when you're feeling a sense of worry and fear. And so I think that some of you guys are, and some of you guys, because you're single, the 9s usually represent, oh, there's something gone awry with the colouring on this video. All right, let me stop this here, and I'm going to come back to you.